All right, guys and gals, so I'm coming to you with another project. Now, this room has been a lot of work. We're right below the attic, which really is only a crawl space from the roof. The roof had leaked at multiple points, and that meant that we had to repair lots of points of failure. Now, we did that, then we put up our bead board and all our trim work, and we reran all new electrical wire, and I just wired the new switch to the new light and all new outlets with night lights and USB ports and all that good stuff. But now I've got the most difficult part of the project ahead of me. I have to build a custom baseboard cover. Now, the old metal baseboard covering was all rusted. We couldn't reuse it, so we tossed it, scrapped it. I couldn't find any replacement metal. So I'm just gonna build a new baseboard cover out of wood. I figure it'll also add a little more character to this room anyway. So let's get to it.
From the other side, and I don't know what about you, but I got butterflies. Damn, I don't got games, but I feel you would like to play. So I pass go and I collect 200 on the way. I know I probably jumped too many spaces, but you can't be replaced. You're a superstar, and I can feel you in my arms. So my heart, and I can say what we'll become. Am I insane? I'm delusional, baby.
Now that my main box or structure is built, what I'm going to do is attach that to the brackets that are already there. Now remember, there's just a straight bracket that goes up and down, that goes front to back. There's no flat surface to actually attach to. So I've got this aluminum angle iron that I picked up from Home Depot and paid way too much for. I'm going to cut out these tiny pieces here, okay? So I'm going to turn it into small L brackets. And the reason I'm doing this is because I wanted something a little more rigid than the flexible L brackets that you can buy pre-packaged. Then I'm going to rivet the L bracket to the piece on the heater, and now I have a face to attach my new baseboard cover to with metal roofing screws. Can you see those? Yeah, maybe. With metal roofing screws. And the reason I use these is because of the head. It's white, it's painted, it comes with a rubber washer. There's a lot of reasons. They're also self-piercing, so it's easier to get through once you hit the metal. You pre-drill the wood, and then it goes through the metal pretty easily. So that's how I'm now going to attach that to the heater. And then it's almost done, just a little paint, we're good to go. So one of my secrets to doing baseboards, whenever we have to rebuild them or redo them or replace the face, is a little high heat flat black on the inside. So when you put that new face on, it looks really crisp and clean because you're going to have a couple inches peeking out of there. And if it's all nasty and dirty and rusted and stuff, it looks pretty bad. High heat, flat black. Got it? High heat, flat black. All right, so I cut these little brackets out of angle iron, out of aluminum. I'm just going to sand them up, and this attaches to the mounting point on the heater, and then the face of the baseboard cover attaches to that. So that should work out fine. All right, so I got my rivet gun onto the tip of the rivet, all the way in there. Now I go one squeeze, let it all the way out, and see the rivet gun, the nose wants to pull out a little bit. Remember what we talk about pulling out. So we want to push it all the way back in. Another squeeze, well, make sure it's lined up. Another squeeze, okay. Push it all the way back in, and your last squeeze. Now that's never going anywhere, ever. Ever. All right, we're done. Now I'm using these metal roofing screws because they're self-piercing and they have a neoprene washer, and I thought that would give it a better finished look. I'm not going to countersink them because I don't think that's necessary for this project, but normally I think I might just countersink them into the wood. But it is a hex head, so you always want to make sure you have some hex bits on hand because you're eventually going to need them for something. Now we are going to pre-drill. All right, guys and gals, so that wraps it up. The heater box is done. I'm gonna let that paint dry. I'm gonna get this room cleared, and then we're gonna start installing carpet. So maybe I'll get some footage of that, but we're pretty busy with a client project that I gotta head over to. So thanks again for watching. I'm Adam, and this is The New Woodworker. Oh, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and tap the bell so that you can receive notifications every time we release a new video. See you soon.